my time. Soaking up the sun, cruising around in this crazy town. Oh, just you and I, just you and I.
Hi guys, hello.
Hi guys.
Today we're going to talk about tips to stand long distance relationship.
Important.
Yes.
Because I know so many couples, they have really hard time with, how to figure out how to deal with long distance relationship.
Of course, this is what we have found that works for us. This might give you some ideas, some insights of how to stand and how to deal with long distance when you're in a relationship. But of course, you are free and we encourage you to find your own ways to stand it and to work for it, because it's not something that comes naturally. It's not an easy thing. And if you're in a long distance relationship, you already know it.
Yeah.
So, tip number 1.
And enjoy distance. I know it's so stupid, it's so obvious, but what I mean is do what you can do when you are in long distance relationship. For example, when Jorge came to Korea for the first time as a boyfriend, before he came, I prepared teddy bear. I made it. Yeah, if we live together, then I won't have my own space. I won't have my own time as much as I have in Korea in long distance relationship. So I decided to do things what I can do right now in long distance relationship. It takes long time to make one teddy bear. It was really hard job.
Yeah, I can appreciate it was really hard job. And just imagine if she had to make teddy bear while we live together. Like how? When? Probably she will go to the toilet to do that. Like, honey, I need to go to the toilet. Don't come, it's gonna be smelly or whatever. So I would think that Ye has some bowel problem if she goes to the toilet that often. So yes, I think that's a good tip. Enjoy the distance.
Yeah.
Not only for doing something for the other, but sometimes when you are away apart from each other and you are thinking or blaming all the time distance and seeing it all the time as a negative thing, you are not going to enjoy the distance, and then your relationship and your life in general would be something kind of sad, blue, if you don't take the chance to have a good time.
Yeah, and even if you have something to actually finish when you guys meet again, then it really makes that waiting time really short. Like, I didn't finish the teddy bear things, but he came to Korea before I finished it. So like, no, he shouldn't come right now. No, I need more time. I made the teddy bear things the way to pick him up on the subway even. Like,
I didn't knew that. That's new for me.
of
also.
course. So really good tip. If you start something to prepare to make for next meeting, then you need more time for that. Absolutely, no doubt.
You're going to change the feeling of it's so long time until we meet again to the feeling of I need more time. No, I don't want to meet you now.
Really? Tomorrow? No, it cannot be. What have I done?
Another tip to stand on long distance relationship, it's focusing on your goals. Don't look at the next day you're not going to be together, or the next week you're not going to be together. Look a little bit farther to the future. Are you going to be in long distance forever? It's important to think, and you must be first honest with yourself and honest with the other person. Like, do you really want to be with that person? Do you really know and are aware of what's the sacrifice you have to do, what's the effort you have to do to be together? It really worth it? And we cannot answer that question for you. You have to ask yourself and answer you that question. But it's important that you ask that to yourself, because once you've asked that and you know the answer, it's totally worth it. I'm going to give all the effort it needs. It's going to be easier to stand the long distance because you know why you are standing it for. You know what's what you want, you know what's your future, and sometimes just get the relationship go ahead just because we are already in a relationship and well, we are in a long distance relationship now, so okay, let's figure it out. But if you don't stop a little bit, sit down, think about that's what I want, this is the person which I want to be. If you don't do that, it's something that might sound really obvious, but it's really important.
I've seen lots of long distance relationship couples, and you know, some of them really stand strong, but some of them they really feel unsafe, not sure about anything. And what I found is if your couple, that couple who's in a long distance relationship has same goal in the future, then they stand really well that situation because they know they will have same future together. But long distance relationship couple who doesn't have like same future goal, it's not because they don't want to have same goal, it's because just situation of themselves, like I'm a student and he is a student. None of us can move to another country or to live without the marriage, move to another country for boyfriend or for girlfriend. It's like really risky. So I cannot say you must have same goal, you must have same future, but that could be one extra thing that makes your relationship kind of stable.
When you don't have that different goal or it's not for the moment, remember the long-term goal. This goal should be something that you talk about, that it's important. Don't be together in a relationship for 2 years and then figure it out that in the end nobody wants to live in each other's country. We know some couples that had that problem. So
if one move to another one's country, that means really a lot. Till I get my job, then one has to shoot couple like financial things or not documents things, you know, public work things. One who lives in their own country really should have a lot for another one who moved to his or her country. It can be really difficult to even decide if I go or you come. You don't have to worry about right now. If you don't know or you're not sure even we are going to have same future or not, you don't have to start relationship right now. Or you should think what the purpose of this relationship. If you want to get married in really soon near future, or if you want to have boyfriend who can be next to you whenever you need, then probably long distance relationship doesn't really suit your goal. But if you need this one, you don't have to decide right now about everything. You know, life is kind of funny and you never know what will happen in the future. Even if you cannot see your future right now, you might have one sharing future together. I just want you to be happy, whoever watching this video.
yeah,
It doesn't have to be long distance relationship.
just whatever suits
Mm-hmm.
and makes you happy.
Totally.
The short-term goals, knowing we're going to meet in 1 month or 1 month and a half, doing the countdown when we are 1 week, 2 weeks away, it kind of made us feel the time is shorter than it actually is. Okay, of course we knew it's like, okay, it's a fucking whole month until we meet again, but then we start our stupid tricks like, okay, it's not 1 month, it's only 4 weeks, only 4 weeks. Yeah, but you're not counting this week. Yeah, the next 4 weeks, so yeah, it's exactly 1 month. But anyway, it looks like less. It has been helpful, I think.
Yeah, and even he said like almost today, and I really like that word, almost today.
Whenever you feel it's really, really, really long, think about make it shorter in some way, and think about the next step in your relationship, even if it's a really small step. Just make it important so you can deal with the feeling of eternity, like we are going to be away from each other for so long. It's like I'm alone in the eternity. No, that's not true. Of course, it's not true that almost today, but sounds really better than alone in the eternity. So if you have to choose, I would choose almost today over alone in the eternity.
Try to keep in touch as much as possible, but the big point is you must keep your own life. Don't make your relationship takes all your day. Really, it never works well. Of course, long distance relationship in different country, they have time difference, of course. It makes really difficult to find time together, right? But we really tried hard. So when I woke up at 5, that way I barely spoke, and I barely opened my eyes. So we decided to change time. So it was 12 in Korea and in Spain
4 to 5.
So that time was okay. I mean, like someday I really wanted to go to bed early because I also worked in Korea. But that's effort. That's some kind of sacrifice that I would happily do. You also gave me a lot of efforts to text me or call me whenever you find any time. Whenever he does it, I really appreciate all the things. Doesn't matter 1 minute, 1 hour.
Well, she called it an effort, but I missed her, so no effort at all. It just came out naturally.
We try to find time to talk each other as much as possible, but we absolutely keep our life. But just one time that I felt kind of he's really cool. That is like I texted him that okay, I'm going to meet my friends, and he said okay, enjoy. Done. I'm not with my friends yet. I'm saying I'm going to meet my friends, but really, he said enjoy. But I totally understood him why he said that, because really he all the time whatever I do, he really wants me to enjoy. Absolutely. I really understood it, I knew it, but really it doesn't have to be this quick.
Couples that are really strong can stand in, like couples that are not that strong and are really doubtful and everything. So for them comes my next tip. And my next tip is talk, and talk. Don't be afraid of showing your insecurities to your loved one, because when you're in a long distance, maybe it's difficult to feel that insecurities, but in one day you're going to be together, and that day your partner is going to totally feel your insecurities. So talk about it, because most of them are just based on fake ideas, things that are not true. If you are afraid of, am I letting him or her enough time for his or her life? Just speak that out loud. You can say it. You can say, I don't want to speak that often. I don't want to speak that much. Or I feel I need to speak more often with you. Would that be possible? This is communication. This is you knowing each other. This is you growing as a couple. If you talk, you are going to let the other people know about you, and you're going to know about your partner. And that's really good. For long distance relationships especially, because it gets kind of a feeling of being together when you talk of feelings, needs, doubts, things that you don't talk every day with your friends, with your family. But I think this is a tip that every couple might use. Okay, this tip is not mine. A friend of mine told me, and I think it's really important tip, and it's about love. How you share love in the distance is completely different, and how you share love when you are together, and make long distance relationship something really beautiful. If you see it from this point of view, it has more value. When you are together with one person, like now, make her feel my love. It's the love only have to take this distance away, like that, yeah. But making love goes from Spain to Korea, and make that she in Korea can feel this love requires a lot of effort. You have to do way more stuff to make the other person feel the love, and that's really beautiful. Thinking about it makes you feel like, okay, this totally worth it. So it is important that you focus on all the effort you have to do for the other person to feel your love, and how you feeling the love for your significant other, let's say. And when you receive the love from your significant other, if you think about it, there's so much effort in that love you are receiving. So it's about two persons doing so many things in the name of love for each other, and that's beautiful and make easier to stand long distance when you realize about it and put the focus on it, so you can think about it and not just let it happen.
Say thank you rather than sorry could be for every relationship. Especially, I thought it's really important for long distance relationship because, to meet each other, one has to pay flight tickets or like pay for accommodation or those things, or spending holiday. For me, it could make you feel bad. If you're not in long distance relationship, you don't have to use this much money for coming to Korea. You could have gone wherever you want. Yeah, in that kind of thing, instead of saying sorry, because of me you spent this much money and spent your holiday in Korea all the time, instead of it, saying thank you, thanks for flying this long distance and spending your holiday with me. Thank you has really big power, I think. Just try it. First time you may feel like weird, like, ew, really? It doesn't sound like it actually works well, but really, try it. It works really well.
It's important because the mood and the feeling that moves your words are different. If you say sorry, you have a bad feeling. You're feeling bad on yourself because you're making the other person to do some effort. But if you say thank you, the feeling you have underneath, it's love. You're saying thank you for the effort, so thank you for the love. So if you say thank you, you're talking about love. If you say sorry, you're talking about regret. Rely on your friends and family. They are really important to you. Of course, your significant other, it's a really important person, but it's not your 100% of your life. It's an important part of your life, but don't forget you have close to you family, friend. I hope you have, like, if you have the chance to have supporting family, a supporting group of friends, rely on them. When you feel that your whole life is the other corner of the world, so far away from you, okay, remember, you still have life here, and you still have important people for you here, your family, your friends. For you, rely on them, and for them, don't make them think that they are not important to you because they are not your significant other. Of course they're not. And this is even a tip for not long distance relationship, but for everybody. Your couple, it's a really important person in your life, but his or her role in your life, it's being your couple. He or she has not to get the job of a mother, a father, sibling, best friend, best female friend, best male friend, co-worker, whatever. No, we are social animals. We need several people in our life. Some people need more people, some people need less people. But you shouldn't burden the other person with the load of being the everything to you. So remember, you have more people, and of course you totally are going to be wanting to be with the one you love at the other corner of the world. But if there's nothing you can do to change that until you meet again, then remember, we now can share love with technologies and with a lot of different ways to do it. Even I still wrote handwritten letters to Ye, and she liked it. So remember, first of all, you are not alone, because in the distance the other person is thinking about you and is doing efforts to make the love reach you, and you probably are doing efforts as well to make the other person to feel the love. But even in the close range, you still have a group that you should rely on.
That was our tips. Yeah, but you have like different opinion. For example, we don't mind to say I miss you, I want to meet you right now, I need you right now. We don't mind. But some couple, they are afraid of saying I miss you, because since they say it out loud, that really makes you feeling more missing each other. Each couple has each different way to deal with long distance relationship. So I hope some of our tips could help you.
Well, we totally want you to interact with us. Comment what did you think about our tips, which extra tips would you add, which tips we have talked about was absolutely not useful for you, because that could happen as well.
Totally.
So just comment us and start a conversation about this. If you have any idea, any comment, please share it with everybody, with us. We can comment this below here down in the video. See you in next video.
See you
And next month.
next month.
And in next video we're going to talk about,
Something.
yes, something. Be happy, enjoy life, and enjoy love. Comment this below here down in the video.
Here?
No, it's going to be. Do you remember? Oh, okay. You still have a lot to do to become a YouTuber. You have to imagine this is the YouTube page, okay? So here's the header, here's the video, here's the like, subscribe, and everything. And below that, there's the comments area. So you say like, here below, yeah,
Here
like
below.
that, yeah.